Thank you, everybody, for joining us back here at Nubeva's channel. We're sitting here once again with Randy, and we have some exciting news revolving around the patent. But first off, Randy, how have you been? What's with the Cornell hat?
It's been good. Long time no see. My oldest daughter graduated over the summer at Cornell, and she's an engineer now. So I figure it's more of an engineering video that we're doing here. So,
Yeah, well, first off, congratulations. And you are
thank you.
correct. This is more of an engineering video, and you
Oh,
were named an inventor in something, which is quite interesting. So, Randy, dive in and talk to us about this patent that went through.
yes, absolutely. This is one of four patents that are crucial for us. It's both ransomware related and at the same time AI and deep learning, machine learning related patents. And this is just to clarify, this is an issued patent. It was issued to us on September 30th for us.
Mhm.
So this is not a patent in progress, patent pending, et cetera. All those terms don't matter here. This is a patent that we have received, and it's one of four patents that I've talked about in the past that are crucial for us to receive.
Mhm. All right, so walk us through a little bit about the process. I know we had talked previously. You said this was something that you guys had to submit anonymously. What was the reasoning behind that?
Yeah. So if you look at a patent, the value of a patent, obviously there's a summary and there's a background, et cetera, et cetera. But the value of a patent ultimately comes down to its claims.
Mhm.
This patent has 16 claims, and we are in the era of AI, so you can go in and ask ChatGPT or Gemini to summarize the 16 claims for you.
Mhm.
But what it comes down to is we didn't want to. Typically, there's two ways to go about a patent. You can submit a patent request,
Mhm.
and at that point, when you requested it, the public can see it. Everybody, your competitors can see it, and it takes 1 year, 2 year in Nubeva. This is we had no complaints about the patent. There was a not a grammatical error. They wanted the patent office wanted an adjustment. We made that, and we got the patent. So, knock on wood, every one of our patents has been like that at Nubeva. So we were issued the patent, but we filed it anonymously, and the reason for that is we didn't want competitors to go out and see what we're doing, try to copy it, and then hope that we don't actually get it,
Mhm.
the patent. So there's no such event. The first day it went public is the first day that we actually got issued the patent. So we now have the patent itself out of the 16 claims. Now, so you ask about what is the patent itself? Why is this one of the four that are crucial for us? So if you look at today a ransomware, every large ransomware, in fact, I shouldn't call it large, every ransomware out there has variants. If you go down to the populars like Black Hat, Lockbit, etc., these all has easily 3 to 4 thousand variants. So
Mhm.
what that means is not only do you need the keys to decrypt the files that were encrypted by the hackers, you also need the exact variant of the decryptor to decrypt those files. So no two ransomwares have, even in the same family, have the same decryptor, same file format, etc. They obfuscate it like crazy.
Mhm.
And the reasons I hope are obvious there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the time we spent when somebody comes in and says, "Okay, I've been ransomed." No, you were running Nubeva. That's great. You have the keys. But what am I going to do with the keys if you don't have the decryptor? And so what we do is, this is the age of AI. We used to have engineers go in and look at the new variant, try to figure out the file format. And as you can imagine, as soon as you have 10, 20, 30 of these ransomwares all running at the same time, you don't have enough engineers to go figure out the new decryptor. We
Yeah.
know how to do it, and we filed patents and we were issued for that. But this patent is all about scale
Mhm.
in an automated way. Like if we had 50 of these decryptors, 100 of these decryptors, it costs a lot of money to run the GPUs in the cloud, as you've seen, I'm sure, in the stock market.
Mhm.
But ultimately, we let it rip, and we end up getting a decryptor just for that variant, and that is what this patent is all about. Right. So the claims from 1 through, there's a total of 16 claims. 1 through 14 is all about how you're going to set up this process.
Mhm.
Now, as a background again, you don't get a patent just because you have an idea. Whether great or not doesn't really matter. You have to have proven that you have something that executes the processes inside the claims in the patents itself. And so 15 and 16 are really what closes it up. It's the deep learning, using deep learning and LLMs to achieve the scale that you actually want. 1 through 14 is, this is how we do it. We know how to do it. If you have a person or a senior engineer, this is how you would go about it. 15 and 16 is what, obviously the 14, 1 through 14 have to be audited enough so that you can apply machine learning and AI onto it. There's a certain amount of setup in the sandboxing in the cloud, et cetera, that you're trying to scale this out. But ultimately, 15 and 16 is all about running it and using AI to rapidly scale this.
Fantastic. And scaling is something you had been talking about for a while and applying AI to
Right.
it. As you had said, you had foreseen that this was the direction things were going to go. So now you've got this patent officially completed and everything. What doors does that open for Nubeva?
Yeah, so ultimately right now, like I mentioned, we need all four of the patents and we obviously, just as we did for this patent, the other three are anonymous. So I'm going to discuss them as soon as we get them. And they were all filed about the same time. This was probably not the earliest one, but one of the earlier ones, and there's three of them coming, and we hope and expect to get them soon. And I'll describe how this all adds up. But so hopefully, what I just described right now, it's kind of intuitive and obvious as to why you need something like this.
Mhm. Well, fantastic. So what should people look forward to next, Randy? Are things going to be looking more towards the patent side from here, or what should people be
Yeah.
looking for in the market?
I think for the most part, what we're focusing right now is all the patents.
Mhm.
We are still, just like everybody else in the industry, we're still waiting for an automated way to scale support from a cybersecurity standpoint. One of the largest, it doesn't matter what size of a company of a cybersecurity you're looking for. If you just look into the financials, assuming they're public, when you go into the financials, support, sometimes they obfuscate that into sales support, but it's really operational support. The cost of operational support is off the chart. It's not like all other software companies. If you compare any cybersecurity company to then uh, Google or Microsoft, you'll notice that the spend in support is off the charts. And so, as a smaller company, we cannot afford. We simply cannot afford to scale our support mechanism. When one of our customers gets hit by ransomware, if enough of them get hit on a weekend, we simply cannot support them. And that's still the reality. And that's not unique with us. There are easily over 100 different companies out there that are startups that have ran into this. So we're all waiting for that. If that were to be automated, obviously we would scale that.
Mhm.
If we don't find something from a time frame standpoint, from the amount of cash that we have within the company, within the time frame, if we don't find an automated solution to scale this, then obviously with the four patents, we would go about doing partnerships or an M&A from that standpoint.
Fantastic. Well, it does sound like there are multiple paths forward here. And congratulations again on the patent. And in the
Thank you.
same, yeah, congratulations on your daughter graduating from Cornell and getting
Thank you.
a job in engineering. Very
Thank you.
appropriate. But all right, Randy, well, thank you so much. Any last words?
No, that's it. Thank you. Appreciate your
Thank you
time.
so much. And thank you, everybody, for watching.